Well, after yesterday's whaling video, and if you didn't watch it, it's on the channel. It's a Genshin one, but still, some people like both Hoyo games. That's not unheard of. I don't know if I'm super optimistic coming into this one. We have two people hanging on by a thread on their polls today who should hit 50-50s, but we don't know how they're going to go. So we're going to start with Jason, who has already pulled a Firefly off air because he's an asshole.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I figured, oh yeah, I'll grab some extra Gallaghers. Like, I just throw a couple 10 pulls at it, and 4 10 pulls in, another Firefly, which, great. However, put me in a position now because I am suddenly looking at the potential of an E2 Firefly, which is an upgrade, quite an upgrade. And now, instead of trying to aim for an E2 Acheron, it's suddenly looking like maybe I should just aim for that E2 Firefly and see if I can score that. It's not like I was going for Acheron for any particular reason. She was just good. Well, E2 Firefly, really good. My E1 Firefly, already phenomenal. So I'm here. I'm just here to throw some wishes, see what happens. And, if I lose a 50-50, then I'm guaranteed to get something down the road.
You're going to throw some what?
What?
And Nick is also here. He will be pulling for Ruan May afterwards. We were sort of going for that at the end of the last Honkai whaling video, and he got up to 59 pulls, so he's got enough to get to that threshold and more, depending on what happens when. So we'll be doing that as well, but Jason was already on the Discord call. That's how we set these up, so he's going first for Firefly.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
And let's hope you don't have yesterday's luck.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're hoping that Firefly appreciates me a lot more than Farina does. Okay.
I mean, you did get her in 40 already, so on the one hand, yes. On the other hand, you were already lucky.
I have already been lucky, and I've already been blessed by the E1 Firefly, which I think even Nick has been making use of.
Oh yes.
In some, yeah. The E1, for those who don't know, is like whenever she goes into her form and she does her skill, which is what you want to do with her, it just doesn't take a skill point to use. You could be at 0 skill points or whatever. She just does it all the time. It makes her goes from like very skill point negative to completely I don't want to say completely neutral. Technically, all she ever does is consume them. But when you're in her burst, nope, not anymore, which is great. It's been great so far. Her E2 is every time you break somebody, you get an extra turn. You just become Zila, essentially.
Oh,
With the 1 turn cooldown. So you open up, you break somebody, and then you're like, cool, I'll take an extra turn right now, and then you take your turn, and then the next turn comes up, and you're like, cool, and then another turn rolls around, and then you break somebody, you get an extra turn in there too. Just all the turns become Firefly.
Goodness, yeah, I experienced that. I mean, obviously, the simulated universe is a thing here. There's been a number of runs where I saw that.
Picked up the cheese.
Yeah,
you picked up the cheese. Yeah, you grab the cheese and it gives you the extra Eidolon. Yeah, I have also experienced that, and I'm like, I think maybe I want this all the time.
Well, no. In your case, the cheese will work because you have E1. But in my case,
correct,
I need the one that says if you break, then your action is advanced by 100%. So it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's good stuff. But yeah, so we're here. I've got 60, and I think I'm at I don't know, 5, something like that. I think
5.
I'm at 5. Wait, or is it 6? Come on, it's
5.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
5. Okay.
So nothing is guaranteed, but
correct. But that's what we're here for. We're here to see what happens. So yeah.
And you'll get 5 more pulls tomorrow.
That's true. I will. It'll get me up to... And I have been actually going through and doing a lot of the events, actually. Oh. I don't ever do stuff on the controller.
Misha's still...
Yeah, I've been going through the Ethereum Wars events. I'm trying to clear my history log of all the old events. So I have been actually getting a lot of Stellar Jade from all that.
Beautiful that you can do that.
Yep. Love that. Okay. Nothing. That's fine. We don't know. That's fine.
I mean, it's early.
We are hoping for some Gallaghers, though. I would love 2 Gallaghers. That is what I would actually really like in these next 4 10 pulls here. They'd give me an E6 Gallagher, which would actually help my Firefly team anyway. because Gallagher is great.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Well,
there
wow.
you go.
Ask and
I
ye
mean,
shall
so-
receive.
Already, there's already been a positive.
My goodness, if you get the
So-
Firefly now, then I guess that the luck has turned around.
Yeah, do you want to ask for a Firefly just to see?
Yeah, I mean, really, all I need is a Firefly. Just a single Firefly, nothing else. Nah,
Okay,
that's
shit.
not how that works.
Well,
he's following me now.
but that Gallagher could be a Firefly.
Well, that's actually true. I mean, with extra 5 pulls, I hit the 70 mark. I climb pretty quick with some of these events I'm doing. It's likely before she expires here in 9 days, I'll at least hit the 50-50. I mean,
I think so. Yeah. You're going to be at minimum 65 with 5 coming, and again, anything else.
Gallagher, hey buddy. Yeah, you could have showed up a little bit sooner. Than
Did you say you wanted a C6 Gallagher or a C6 Gallagher in this video alone?
That is the question.
That's 5.
All I could use. That's a lot of Gallaghers. Well, there we go. Last one for this video, and then we'll kick it on over. See what the Ron May does.
Oops, all Gallaghers.
Well, didn't get the thing.
Is it another Gallagher though?
Okay.
No.
Yeah, sweet.
Although,
Yeah, I mean, you could still go.
Well, your main reason to not single pull was Gallagher, but you hit that, so.
I mean,
This is when you're gonna show off that sometimes you don't want a 10 pull, huh?
Okay, there you go.
All right.
I mean, I'm
gonna
end up putting
It's gonna
all
take you to
these-
72, which is not the start of soft pity, but you never know.
I mean, we're here to see what we get.
Come on, Choo Choo.
Come on, Pom Pom, help a brother out.
Oh. I feel like I got faked out there for a second, but I turned my glasses and I got a little bit of glare.
It's time. Oh, it's not time.
It's not time. It's not time. You just gotta clean those glasses. We're hoping. Okay, we're hoping.
Last one for content?
Could be. Dramatic effect?
No dramatic effect.
Gallagher for content? Oh.
Could have been. Could have been.
Well, you're gonna max out.
It's okay,
Gallagher,
though.
man.
Well, we got a 0 and a 0 up there, but, I mean, again, now you're at 72. You know.
Yeah, and I just started the Ethereum Wars event, so I've got some climbing to do. It's like I said, and if I don't make it, it's fine. E1, phenomenal. I got my Gallagher up. That's good.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Here you got your secondary goal, which is great. In yesterday's video, there wasn't really a secondary goal anyways, but it didn't go well at all. So.
Correct. Yeah.
Careful. Don't get too lost in those sweet dreams.
There you go.
Here, I
Because
mean, this
this
just
man-
helps your Firefly, so.
Yep.
Don't get too lost in those sweet dreams.
Shut the
Yep,
fuck up
she
about sweet
benefits.
dreams.
Uh-oh. Put a shirt back on.
Yeah.
Naked on my Christian YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's you know what, it is what it is, and I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, we'll see whenever I finally get there what happens, but we're hoping that Nick has better luck than me.
Well, in the background, Nick, who's actually here in Flagstaff with me.
Yeah. Coming to you with high definition sound.
That's right. And video, because he's on my setup, so he's using my PS5. He is going to hit something here today, but we just don't know what. We're hoping for a Ruan May. That'd be a really nice way to start, 2 for 2. But he did win his first coin flip, so, like, you know, it's a coin flip. He's in there with the creatures.
Yep. I'm lingering around the creatures, hoping that they want to see their owner just as much as I do. So.
Oh, yeah, I need to share with you guys. Hold on.
Yeah, we can't see.
Yeah. That was the one part of this I hadn't done yet. This one. Go live. Don't worry about that YouTube audience. Now you should be able to see.
Why does this have a thingy on it?
Beautiful.
Character trial is new because you can get gems that way.
Oh.
So there's a way to, I think you get what, like 30 apiece for each one of the basic characters that are in this or something like that? 20. So there's 140 gems. That's almost a pull right there.
I already have 24. It is a pull.
Well, but once again, somehow it's interesting how this has worked out. 60 pulls.
Yeah.
67 for Jason, 60 for you. Well, it was 60 to start, and he added 7.
It was 60 before all my
Yeah,
all
so
my
you both had
Gallaghers,
60 to start. The difference is Nick has 59 pity, we're pretty sure. So
Yeah. No changes.
Ooh, that's good.
We're hoping for a good outcome here. It would be really strong if you can win both of these, because then you can just start saving up for whatever character you like.
Yeah, my goodness, to have basically a team already settled.
Oh, game is muted. Fixed.
Yeah, between if you can manage to score a Ruan May, you'll have a Gallagher, you'll have the Harmony main, Harmony Trailblazer. It'll be set. Like that's a meta team right there.
Mm-hmm. You start looking at a second team.
Yep.
Yeah.
And since you're almost done with Penacony, you're in the end game where you're going to need a second team.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been blasting through the story. All right, here we go.
That is loud.
It is awfully loud. Button that'll skip through.
Yeah, it looks like touchpad.
Looks like touchpad.
I've turned it down for the stream. It might still be loud on Discord. I'm not sure, but you guys want to suffer.
Misha's still hanging out here.
So many Mishas.
Come on, 79. Oh.
Yes.
Hey.
Sometime before 79.
Which is also a good backup in case this goes south. It means you should be able to get her no matter
Yeah.
what. Well, let's hope it doesn't matter.
The controller's like
Hoping for some harmony. We're
Yeah,
hoping
me
for
neither.
harmony.
All right, here we go. Oh, hell
Yay,
yeah.
There you go.
So that's what it looks like to win.
That's what it looks like.
All right. My goodness. So I am one of the 25 and 100 who got both of his 50-50s right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
But what about a second Ruan?
Oh, even a 4-star like
Who's that character? I'm just kidding. I know who it is.
I know who that is. He has a name too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Arlen?
It is.
Okay.
It is Arlen. You got it. Okay. Yeah.
Like Harlan from Justified.
All right. Okay. So, Team lineup. Quick. Bub Ijapard.
Hmm.
All right. Level 1.
Do it
Boom.
anyways.
Ready for content.
Got her little banjo there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's another name for that, but yeah, it's a banjo. Well, I mean, it couldn't have gone much better. You hit it before soft pity. That was 74. You now have 5 pity and a good amount of wishes left over for whatever happens to be next.
Meshing cogs is a good one if you're looking for something. If like it's Overmore, it's the blue one.
Okay.
That one, just because she'll use her skill, but then you end up usually just basic attacking, and so it's usually pretty solid.
I have apparently made 2 super imposition 5s on it.
Mm-hmm. So it's decent, and you can obviously, I wouldn't put a ton into it, but until you find a better long-term solution, it's certainly good.
My current one still runs this. I haven't found one that I think I like more that isn't gonna like mess around with some speed tuning stuff or whatever.
And what's nice is it's so easy to level these to like 40 or so that like there's really no reason not to.
Yeah, especially the 3 stars.
Now, he's still relatively new, so it's a little tougher, but...
Yep.
Oh, you have all those, though.
Yeah, I have a ton.
Oh yeah. Yo, you should be sad.
Let's get it to 40. Why not?
Yeah, because the problem is going to be, like, what do you want to spend all these resources on? You don't have a ton to begin with. You're going to need some for her traits, or her talents, or traces, excuse me. God. Stupid games.
Yep.
Okay, well, I mean, obviously not. Basically, very little of that is.
And I will say, as far as her traces go, the one that you probably want to prioritize. I mean, there's a lot of good ones, but it's her. Oh gosh, is it her talent?
The game recommends the ultimate.
I bet it does, and it wants because of the all type resistance penetration. But I'm going to suggest, in your case, if you go up to talent, which I think is
They're fixed.
so okay, that one increases speed. You want that at least to some degree, but if you can get 10% speed increase, you are going to be in great shape for getting Firefly to be able to speed tune easier. Because that's the big thing with Firefly, and one of the things that I had to farm for on mine is to get it so whenever she uses her burst and she goes into her combustion mode, she gets 4 turns. So your ability to do that is substantially easier when Ruan Mei is in the team and giving you that speed boost. Because if she's not, you have to literally itemize better. If she is in your team and that's leveled up, then you don't have to itemize better. It makes it so much easier to do. It's essentially like 10 less speed stats you need, which is huge. Yeah, I think most guides say 150 with the Ruan Mei, or it's like 140 or something. I think I'm running mine at 154 because of something one of the other creators, Pokey, was explaining about some of there are certain modes where because you start not in your burst mode, your speed is technically slower for the first turn of combat, so you can't get all your turns that first turn because you didn't start in your burst mode. So you actually want to aim a little higher than you would normally. So I've been putting mine at 154, and as a judge of souls, that's why my Firefly goes so much.
There is one other option, and I don't think I would recommend this for somebody on a new account, no matter how well things have been going, which is you could pull for another Firefly.
Yeah.
You just really rock this one strong, good synergy team. Again, because you're going to have multiple teams for almost all the high-end content, you may find yourself hitting a wall. So I don't know that I recommend it, but it is an option if you're like, I really like Firefly, or I like how this team is working. You'll probably want to mess with Ruan Mei a bit first and just see how everything's going. I certainly wouldn't recommend doing it right this minute. But because you did so well on this, you've already got 40 saved up now and could probably get another 45 or 50 to guarantee at least hitting the 50-50 before she's gone, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, the E1, as I've said, is phenomenal. There is an argument against it, and that would mainly be, okay.
I'm just going for it.
The argument against it is there is certain bosses that Firefly cannot defeat because it turns off your ability to break them. So
I don't know why I'm skipping before we get the gold book.
I don't either, but it's fine. Just too excited. Like, I'm going to win every 50-50, and we're like,
is that
He's also going for Gallagher.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm going for it here, because I mean I got one more Gallagher. Was that a light cone for Misha?
It was a light cone. Well, it was a destruction light cone, which Misha can use.
Hey, another Luca.
No, Luca, no.
Okay, well, do I look at the whatever it is?
I mean, you do
have 7.
But Doug says no single pulls. I'll be getting more tomorrow, so I'll hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean, you're sitting at 45 right now because you carried over 5 pity. So you're halfway to a guaranteed 50-50. It doesn't even necessarily have to be on this one. In some ways, you could try and pull a couple more Gallaghers, and if you end up at like 65, then you're just poised for whatever's next. But it's up to you. The nice thing is, if you do hit it, you're not going to be disappointed. Now, if you lose the 50-50, then it's a little bit of a bummer, but that's always going to be a bummer.
Everything from the other days.
Yeah, it doesn't show up for
I was just trying to figure out
a few hours.
Whatever. I was just trying to figure out. Oh, it's not letting me close it. Okay. I was just trying to figure out exactly how much pity. Like it was. So Chris took notes on the last time. That's why he said I started with 5.
Right, because you hit her on the 5th, Ruan Mei, and then you had 5 after that.
Oh, so that's the same pity. Okay.
Yeah, and then you pulled 40 more, so you're on 45 right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
So who knows? Maybe next weekend you'll have amassed enough and you want to do more. You can also do them off air. I mean, other people have done it, and if you hit, it's going to be sad.
It will be sad.
But I've been sad
Not for you,
before.
though. You'll have it.
So either way, a good outcome here. I mean, Jason didn't hit his, so we don't really know if he's headed to a good ending or not. He's close to some kind of ending. And he'll have a chance at it before this event is done for sure. Nick hit his good ending, so that's 2 for 2 on his flips. So welcome to the game.
Yeah. Beginner's luck.
Ruan Mei is considered by most the I mean, look, it's contentious, but there are people that will legitimately claim, does your account have her or not? That puts you to two different categories, essentially. Like those with and those without. And those with can tackle content easier than those without. So she's arguably the bigger pull of the two of them for your account. But Firefly is the flashy one. So
Yeah, you could also argue going for an E1 Ruan May, but I mean that's
Yeah.
Now that I've already, well, you said that pity works both
Pity
ways. Okay.
is shared between both banners.
Mhm.
Yeah.
so it's something you can think about. Again, I would recommend messing with this team because this is the team. We know the synergy works, but to see how you like the feel of it yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who knows? We may be back in the next 9 days with another video of somebody else pulling on this banner, or we may just fade into obscurity. It's unclear. But either way, decent outcome in this one. Much better than yesterday's shit show. Thank you for watching. Anything you all want to say to the viewers before we head out?
I will set the seas ablaze.
Yes.
Yeah.
And something that Ron May says.
And
I don't care for consent.
Right. My event wasn't really that good. All right, we'll see you next time.
Take it easy.